Hey guys, Time from Tackle HQ here. Once again, we have got a new product in from Ocean's Legacy, PR Bobbin. Now, PR Bobbins have been around for years, used for tying the PR knot. As you can see one here, Alan's take on the PR Bobbin. Alan's from Ocean's Legacy, he's the owner of the brand. Now, what he's done here is this little pin that you tie the PR with. So everyone familiar with tying a PR, your line goes through here, wraps around the drum. He's fixed it offset. As you can see here, it is offset. Reason being is it ties a better knot. Now most of the other bobbins you can adjust it, so you can put it straight, you can put it offset, whatever you want. The good thing about Alan doing this one, having it offset completely, is it's fixed, which means there's less parts, so it means you can't lose anything. Brilliant idea from Alan. He's done a good job with that because you get corrosion in there and they snap, you lose the bit and then your bobbin's useless. The other thing he's done for less parts to lose is this little pin here. Drops down and it hits the top of the shaft of the spool. The shaft hits the spool, so you're not going to lose it. Good idea, because once you've lost that pin, you're up for a new bobbin. No one really does replacement parts on it, which is a brilliant idea from Alan. Again, he's really thought about this, using a PR bobbin quite a fair bit, so he's known what's annoyed him in the past. He's put a carbon drag in here, so there's a little ratchet to tighten it and loosen it. Right, and the carbon drag, even when it's tightened all the way up, makes it still so smooth. There's no notchiness. So you're not going to spin and it tighten up and it loosen off, which I've had with cheaper bobbins before. This is brilliant for that fact that it's just nice and smooth. Comes in 4 colors: purple, blue, gold and black. They come with a cool little bag as well in the case. So you drop your bobbin in there, back this bad boy off, drop it in there so you don't lose it. Cool little product. Alan's done a good job with this. We reckon they're good. I've tied a few knots with it. We're going to post some videos of some knots up as well of us tying a PR. Stay tuned for that. Cheers guys. I'm going to show you how we tie a PR knot using the Ocean's Legacy PR tool. We've got some Ocean's Legacy 60-pound fluorocarbon and some Siglon P 2.5 40-pound. All this is available on our website as well. So what we're going to do is, the way I'm going to show you this knot, there's probably about 10,000 different ways people tie a PR knot. The way I'm going to show you is the way that Shin from Deepliner showed us he does his for slow pitch jigging. So they don't run anything more than a P 2.5 for slow pitch, and they just tie this way because they reckon that it goes through the guides better. So first thing first, what I've done is I've pulled the braid straight through these 2 little rubber grommets. So you see these 2 little grommets here? We're just going to pull the braid through there like so. That just stops the knot undoing itself when you're spinning the bobbin. So that holds the braid so it doesn't undo itself. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wrap this mono around the drum. Underneath the line, I always lay the line over it, the tag end, like always lay that underneath like that. We're going to wrap this braid around that drum, say 20 times. Right? Now, that is what the line is going to come off when you're tying the bobbin. So here we go. We keep wrapping this. Now, I've seen this knot tied about 1,000 different ways by 1,000 different people. Maybe not that many, but you know, Pony from Jigging Master came to Perth and he showed us the way they do it. Seen people from top water people do it different ways because they use a PR for top water. We use an FG, but you know, everyone's different. This is the way, like I said, Shin from Deepliner ties for slow pitch jigging in Japan. So we're going to lay the braid and the mono over top of ourselves. We're going to wrap around these 2 fingers. That just stops as much twist as possible. And we're going to do the same on this side. Now we're going to spin the bobbin up to my thumb and forefinger, and I'm going to use that to push it back. So spinning the bobbin, this here takes not much effort. This kind of just does it on its own. Get my thumb and forefinger, I'm going to push it, and as you can see here, just give it a little push, it's walked back up the braid. So you can see there, it's a slightly walk back up the braid. So we're going to keep wrapping until we get to about here over the loose wraps. I always go back over the loose wraps because I find that you get a better knot. So we're going to wrap it. Now, again, I'm not doing anything special to get this to walk back up. This is just doing it on its own. We've got this bobbin on a perfect setting for the PE number. So this is number 2.5, like I said. And you can see you don't want it too tight that it twists up really tight. You don't want it too loose that you smack yourself in the face of the bobbin. So if you're new to a PR knot, you just want to get that right tension, and it may take you a few times till you get it. As you can see here, we've done it this long. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to untwist all this as much as we can. Now, in Japan, what they do now, this is where it's different to most PRs. I'm going to back this off quite a lot, make it nice and loose. I'm going to fold this mono back, and I'm going to grab the mono with this hand, fold it back like so. Now we're going to twist this. We're going to flick this bobbin over the braid only. So if you see here, nice and loose, going down the braid. Now, Shin reckons that he does it this way because it goes through the guides better. Then we're going to just give ourselves a little bit of line. You see here, not much, a little bit of line, and I'm going to wrap it back. Can't use your thumb and forefinger on the braid because it's not stiff enough to start the knot going back down. So I'm just going to wrap this down and then wrap it back. This will just automatically wrap back like so. See? It's done all on its own till we get to the mono. Right, then we're going to lay the mono back over, which is the exact same way we did it before. And it pretty much starts going slightly conventional now. We're going to wrap it back down to say there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start wrapping it back this way. So thumb and forefinger, push it. There we go, wrapping it back. Now, what Shin does here is trims the mono. Just going to trim that fluorocarbon off using the Shimano Oshia split ring pliers and the light gauge. These are really good because they cut braid and mono. Pretty affordable, again available on our website. Trim it nice and short. We're going to spin this bobbin. I haven't tightened it back up, I'm still keeping it loose. Going to spin it back up over that tag end. So we're going to cover that tag end. There you go. Now, what we're going to do here is we want to go back again, and we're going to finish it off down this end, right? So we're going to wrap it back. As you can see here, we've made that tag end now there. Really, really, really covered. So there's less chance of it grabbing a guide. Now what we're going to do here to finish it off, grab a piece of braid that I prepared earlier. Just here. Trim it. We're going to do a semi-rizzuto. So rizzuto finish just hides your tag end. What you're going to do, you're going to lay the loop over the braid like so. You're going to wrap the bobbin over that spare braid. That's simple. Just going to tie it, wrap it. Right, down so far. That's it. So what we've done is we've got a loop here. And you can see we've got our two tags here. We take the bobbin off, cut it, get rid of all that. Right, see they're good braid scissors, cuts easy. Gonna feed the tag end through that loop. And then we're just gonna pull these two fingers, these two pieces here. Might need a bit of pressure. You can see here, what we've done is now a tag end has come out halfway back down our line, nice and tight. Our other tag here is covered up with braid, and then see it tapers down. So as it goes through your guides, it's going to be tapered. We'll trim this off. Now it's up to you. You can give that a little burn as well if you want to stop it fraying, but you don't have to. As you can see there, we have a Japanese style PR knot. Quite long. This, like I said, is specifically built for slow pitch jigging, and it is a very good knot, 100% knot strength, and that will go through your slow pitch rod guides very easily. Cheers guys.